All areas of a call center must be analyzed, from the efficiency of human resources to the efficiency of the sales area. And the quality area is no different. In this video, you will see the 11 call center quality assurance metrics that you should follow, as they will also directly or indirectly affect the performance and the costs of your operation. The first metric is the quality index. The quality index is one of those metrics that everyone uses and knows, but it is always important to mention that in addition to just measuring the index, it's essential that the quality team use the date of the customer service, because the evaluation date is used for other purposes such as productivity, delay in the application of feedback, etc. Another important point is to make the comparison between teams. So when you comparing teams, it's much easier to know which team and leader stand out the longest. And when a team stands out, study why this is happening. Often, good teams usually have good leaders. Don't forget that. The same strategy should also be used to compare the quality index between the different customer service channels. See if there is any noticeable difference in quality between the channels. If this is happening, it may be the case to move good operators to service channels with a low quality index and see if the problem is actually in the human part. And obviously, since they have the necessary skills to serve this other type of channel. Another way is comparing by monitors. The quality index is used to measure the quality of customer service, but this comparison between monitors will allow us to verify the alignment that exists between them, as long as they monitor the same process and the same team. Now let's imagine this following situation. You have the monitor A and the monitor B that evaluate the same service channel in the same operation. In the first scenario, if there is a big difference between the average scores that each one gives to the agents, it means that there is a lack of alignment between them. On the second scenario, on the other hand, if the scores are very close, it means that the evaluations were aligned by the monitors. Let's talk about faults report. The purpose of fault report is very simple, but at the same time, it's one of the most valuable reports. This report will introduce you to the items that we fail most on our quality assurance form, in order to focus our training on the main pains of our operation. The great advantage of using a fault report within the COIF quality is that there is a metric that is the impact. The function of the impact index is simple. Not always the item in which we fail the most is the one that impacts the most financially or for the image of our company. So focus first on the items that have the highest impact index. The third metric is the agents who fail the most. Certainly, in the faults report, you have already identified the items that we fail the most, but it does not make sense to apply training to all agents all these items. Training a person in something that they already know and master will demotivate them, of course, and you will continue wasting your time and your money out. The right thing to do is to identify who are the people who fail the most in the most important items and apply specific training to them. Of course, this will take a lot of work if done manually without a system handling it. In COIF quality, there is a specific report for this, which is the training needs. And there is also a module to apply and manage this training continuously and automatically. without the need for intervention by the training unit, without removing the agents from operation, and without compromising your productivity. Critical faults is one of the biggest problems within a call center, so it can go off your radar. If you use this type of item, make it a habit to measure the percentage of critical errors monthly and focus on reducing it month by month. Of course, measuring is not enough if the necessary actions are not taken, which could even include taking an agent out of the operation immediately. The metric number 5, evaluations per monitor. How do you monitor the productivity of your monitors? Does it only measure the amount of that each one evaluated in the month? If so, it's a good start, but here are some other ideas that you can implement now. See which monitors choose longer or shorter calls. Set a daily goal for evaluations. And these two ideas, of course, you can already do all on your CYF quality, even in the CYF free. Now, the metric number 6 is evaluations per agent. With CYF quality, in a few clicks, you already know which agents have already been evaluated, the number of times they are marked as a goal in the month. So to do this, simply you can go to evaluations per agent report. On average, most of the market makes 4 evaluations per agent per month. But be careful, this does not mean that you should be this way. The goal should be established according to the difficulty and importance of the process, the number of calls, the maximum permissible error, and the confidence index. Be careful not to limit yourself to evaluations only, as feedback and coaching are very important part of the quality process. Monitoring is the measure of the quality index, but feedback and coaching truly belong to the improvement process. Do you know how many feedbacks have already been seen, signed, and contested? If not, carry out this control in order to guarantee a quick response to your operation, mainly in critical faults, and also to identify which agents are most committed to quality. The metric number 8 is quantity of contested feedbacks. Allowing agents to disagree with evaluations is very important to create a culture of active voice for their agents. The result is clear. Agents feel much more participatory and important to the company. Let's talk about correct versus incorrect contestations. By freeing up the possibility of disagreement, there will surely be disagreements arising, which are disputes in which the quality monitor failed at the evaluation time, not the agent. But calm down, this is absolutely normal. What is not normal is that there is a high number of correct disagreements coming. A healthy number is a maximum of 5% of the disputes that arise. If in your current scenario you have a much greater amount of disagreement coming from the mentioned before, there is a great chance that your monitoring team is lacking the necessary training to conduct evaluations. The quality standard today is to evaluate by sample, that is 4, 5 or 6 evaluations per agent per month, for example. A sample that can represent the scenario of all calls or chats from a call center. But how many problems can occur in the other calls that we do not evaluate? The possibility is enormous. For this reason, CYF Analytics helps to detect and delegate in the quality team connections that there have been offensive or profane words, and then evaluate and take the necessary actions. Now the last metric, mentioned to the competition. The monitoring area not only lives with problems to solve, it is also extremely useful to detect trends and market standards and obviously in its clients. So be attentive to calls that mention the competition or products that are not yours. They could be a big change in the philosophy of the company and obviously put the quality area in the spotlight. To conclude, the quality and productivity metrics reported in this content can be extracted from evaluations carried out by Excel, spreadsheets. But can you imagine the work and the problems that this could cause when having so much information merged in spreadsheets? If you don't even want to touch the spreadsheets to solve all of that, just use CYF quality and also analytics. Any questions, please leave your comments down below and give us a thumbs up. Subscribe in our channel. Bye bye.